Hello my lovely knitters, thank you for joining me on another video. In this one, I'm going to show you how to knit out this beautiful lace that goes by several names. I've seen it called a vine pattern or fans or mini fans or even a feather lace. It's a very pretty lace, quite simple to knit up, I think, if you are a lace knitter. But if you are an advanced beginner and you want to start getting into lace knitting, this one isn't so bad. So the swatches I have here, this one is in a lighter weight yarn as well as a lighter shade. This one is in a darker shade and a darker weight yarn. I'm a little partial to the lighter shade. I think the pattern looks a little bit better or comes out a little bit better in a lighter shade. So great pattern to try for lots of different projects. I'll show you how it's knit up. But before I forget, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please do so that you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos. All right, let's see how this is knit up. The pattern itself is a 4-row repeat and it is knit over a multiple of 9 stitches plus 2. So I have cast on 18 stitches here, which is a multiple of 9. 9 times 2 is 18. And I'm going to add 2 more stitches to that. So here we go, 1 and 2. So here we go. Row 1, which is the wrong side, is just a regular purl all the way through. So just go ahead and purl each stitch all the way to the end. That's the end of row 1. For row 2, the pattern goes, you knit the first stitch, just a regular knit, and then starts the pattern repeat, which is yarn over. So you're going to bring the yarn to the front and then knit 2. So just regular knit 1, knit 2. Then you do an SKP, and that is slip, knit, and pass the slip stitch over. So you slip the next stitch, knit twice. So insert as if to knit and bring the stitch over. Then knit the next stitch, just a regular knit, and then you're going to take this slip stitch and pass it over this stitch, and that creates a decrease because we've decreased 1 stitch, and the decrease is left leaning. So as you can see, it's leaning, the stitch is leaning towards the left. So that's an SKP, and then you do a knit 2 together, which is knitting the next 2 stitches together by inserting your needle into both stitches, the front loops of both stitches, and then knit them through like this together and drop both stitches. That produces a decrease that is right leaning, and so by doing an SKP and a knit 2 together, you get this very pretty V shape. All right, here we go. So SKP, knit 2 together, then regular knit 2. So knit 1, knit 2, and then a yarn over. So you're going to bring the yarn to the front and knit 1. That is your pattern repeat all the way through. Now you'll notice that we did 2 decreases here, but then we also did 2 yarn overs. So our stitch count will remain the same to the end of the row. So here we go. Let's see that pattern repeat one more time. Yarn over, knit 1, knit 2, SKP. So slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over, and then K2 tog or knit 2 together. Then knit 1, knit 2, yarn over, and knit 1. And you keep doing this until the last stitch, and the last stitch you just knit. And that is the end of row 2. You turn your work. Row 3, just like row 1, all purl. And that's the end of row 3. Turn your work. Row 4, it's almost identical to row 1 or row 2 rather, except for 1 change. So right at the start, instead of doing just a knit 1, you're going to do a knit 2. And then your pattern repeat is identical to what it was in row 1. So that's what's great about this pattern. So here we go. Yarn over, knit 1, knit 2, SKP, and then knit 2 together, then knit 1, knit 2, yarn over, and knit 1. Let's see that repeat. Let's see that repeat one more time. Yarn over, knit 1, knit 2, slip, knit, pass the slip stitch over, knit 2 together, and knit 1, knit 2. Yarn over and knit 1. Now the difference here is in this row 4, you're going to keep doing this pattern repeat all the way to the end. As you saw here, our pattern repeat took us all the way to the end. And that's it. Those are your 4 rows. As you keep doing that, your work will start to look like this, except it won't be nice and flat. Unfortunately, the pattern the way it is, the edges kind of curl a little bit inward, but it's a beautiful scalloped edge, as you can see. And then these edges, for the most part, lay flat, block the piece to be able to nicely see the pattern. Blocking it really brings out the pattern, so I would highly recommend blocking. So I do hope you give this stitch a try. I'm actually thinking about creating a pullover and then having this as a border at the bottom, or maybe doing the entire pullover, or maybe a camisole with this pattern. As always, thank you so much for watching. Your support means a lot. Leave me comments, ideas, and suggestions. And if you have any questions as well, I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll see you again soon on another video. Happy knitting!